The video have been fired. Law enforcement here in Southeast Texas says the area has come a long way to improve the relationship between the Black community and police officers.
To watch him beg and plead because he couldn't breathe, it was very disturbing, and it was sad. It saddened me and it horrified me.
Jefferson County Sheriff Zena Stevens says when she saw the video, she was outraged, and she's never deemed kneeling on anyone's neck as an ethical tactic.
I think in order to prevent some of the things, we've got to, look for certain types of personalities, certain types of people when we hire in this profession.
Beaumont Police Chief Jim Singletary also sharing his thoughts.
From our perspective here in Beaumont, we've got to turn something like this into a positive. We have worked very hard the last 7, 8, 9 years to establish a good relationship with our citizens, and we have a bunch of programs in the African American community. So we're not going to let this be a negative.
In Beaumont, Paige Hubbard, KFDM 6 News.
The chief says he set up a meeting with the NAACP and the 100 Black Men organization to talk about how they can keep doing the right thing and prevent these situations from happening here in Beaumont. The former longtime president of the Beaumont NAACP says cell phone video of George Floyd pinned to the ground makes his blood boil. Paul Jones says he sees video of mass murderers taken into custody standing up, and they're still alive. He adds police must protect and serve all people, not white or black, but all people. And he says it may not be happening at the water fountain, but the damage to African American people is a cancer and it's destroying us. You can read all of his comments on KFDM.com. Tiffany.
Footage has not been released. To the most developing story in our nation right now. Protests filled the street in Minneapolis. This comes after the FBI started an investigation on the death of a man Minneapolis police detained. The incident happens Monday night. The police responded to a call about a forgery at a grocery store. Officers say the suspect, George Floyd, was resisting arrest. A video on social media shows one of the officers putting his knee on the man's neck for about 7 minutes while he shouted, "I can't breathe."
Being black in America should not be a death sentence. For 5 minutes, we watched as a white officer pressed his knee into the neck of a black man. For 5 minutes. When you hear someone calling for help, you are supposed to help. This officer failed in the most basic human sense.
Minneapolis police chief announced 4 officers have been fired. Their body cam footage has not been released.